subscribe. It's your girl Naja here, and I am back with another video. This is going to be a story time. This is going to be like a super short story time, so I'm not even about to lie to y'all. It is about the time where I took a wee brownie at school. Like a dumbass child that I was, okay? I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. I have problems, like, so I am in no way condoning any of this. I'm not, and I know you guys like to think that like I'm just like this broken ass record when I always say like I don't do drugs anymore, blah blah blah, but I literally like have to say that for the people who do not keep up with me and maybe this is their first video watching me. I don't want them to get any ideas. Like, I'm not trying to influence people to do shit. If you do shit, I'm cool with you. I don't know, just don't do drugs, bruh. I don't know, I'm just trying to make everybody happy, but I just can't make everyone happy. But I don't do drugs. I don't condone minors doing drugs. This is what this story is about, my minor self doing drugs. So yeah, that's just my disclaimer. If you guys like my story times, please give this a big thumbs up. And yeah, let's just get on right into it. So this happened to me, I want to say it was my sophomore year. And I know, guys, that's so bad. I was an itty bitty baby. Okay, my birthday was late too. So I was younger than everyone else in my class because I moved from New York to Florida. And when I came here, they bumped me up a grade because the curriculum was different. So I was always younger than everybody in my class. So I was 15 my whole sophomore year. I did not, everybody else was turning 16. I was 15 my whole sophomore year. I was 16 my whole junior year, and I graduated at 17. Like, I was always the baby. So my experience with weed, I tried to film a video about my first time smoking weed, but I don't know what happened. I think I must have deleted it by accident, or I don't know what happened, but I'm not gonna go deep in depth in it. If you guys want to see it, I'll redo it. Just let me know. But basically, the first time I smoked weed was with a friend of mine, and we're going to call her Madison. So Madison's older brother actually sold weed, so that was how we were able to get our weed. And you know, we went to the park one day, and yeah, if you guys want to know more about that, I'll tell you. But Madison was the person who provided the weed brownies. Now, when me and Madison first smoked, well, my first time smoking, because Madison had been smoked, I want to say 15 still, but like fresh 15, because it was like the summer of when I was 14 and I turned 15. And guys, this is so bad. Like, if you smoke weed as a child, it like fucks with your brain and shit. Like, don't do it. So that was the first time I had smoked, but I had never had an edible. I had never eaten anything of that sort. Like, no. So one day, you know, Madison tells me, she calls me up and she's like, yo,
like, my brother just got some brownies and I've never had one before. Do you want to eat them?
Oh, I can't really do it because, you know, I have to do this after school. I got to do that after school. I got a project. I don't know. I made up some type of excuse. This happened so long ago, I really can't remember. This happened almost what? Like, damn, I'm old, dude. Dude, I'm old. That's scary. Is this what it's like? Is this what it's like? Like, I'm no longer young and wild and free, okay? I don't remember exactly what I was doing or what my excuse was for not being able to go over to her house and try the brownies, but I didn't try it. And you know, we go to school, and in the morning in high school, our high school was kind of shaped like a college campus, so we had like these little pods where it was like a long hallway, and on the walls were doors, and if you go into the door, it's like a big room, and there's like glass windows all over the place, and there's classrooms inside the glass. So it's just like, we would sit in the pods had couches, stuff like that. Sometimes there were classrooms in the pods, but it depends on what pod you were in. So what we did every morning is we would go to the pod and we would chill and wait for the bell to ring, and you know, just kiki, chat it up, like just chat it up. You know, we're chilling in the pods or whatever, and Madison told me, she was like,
yeah, you know, I tried the brownies, it was crazy, I loved it, and I'll bring some to school if you want some.
At this time, I was still very new at smoking, but Madison was the only person that I really felt comfortable smoking with, because yeah, there was my neighborhood kid friends or whatever, but like with her, I just felt so comfortable because it's like, you're the first person that I've ever smoked with. Like, you get me. And like, me and her are the same when we're like kind of borderline control freak. She's a little bit more of a control freak than I am, but I'm a little bit more open-minded and shit than she is. But I really like that trait about her, like when it came to weed, because I'm just like, I need a motherly influence around me when I'm high because I'm a baby. Like, I don't know what's going on. So whenever she said something about it, I always trusted her, and she never like let me do anything other than Like, and I know that sounds bad where it's like she only let me do XYZ, but it's kind of like she had more experience because she had an older brother and I didn't. And she would just tell me, she's like, look, if we go to a party or something with my brother, because sometimes her brother would, you know, ask us, hey, do you want to go to this party or whatever? She would tell me, she's like, dude, don't snort anything. Don't smoke any blunt that me or my brother did not roll. Don't drink any drinks off anybody. Like, she was just very, she's the same friend. If you guys remember when I went to the Flatbush Zombies concert and she almost got into a fight with this girl that kept like bumping into me. She's that friend, if you guys remember. I probably named her something else, but I'm calling her Madison for this. But yeah, she's very protective of me. But anybody, I trusted her. I really did trust her. One thing, the only thing though that like she didn't really fuck with me on, which is kind of weird because I kind of got a vibe from her, is that she did not like that I was bisexual. She thought that that was like wrong or whatever. And like, even like with my gay friend Leo, like, you know, like even though he was very flamboyantly gay, you know, she would play around with him and be like, yes girl, blah blah blah, but at the end of the day she was very adamant in letting him know like, hey, you know what you're doing is like dead ass wrong. And she even told me that like if her mom found out that her or her brother were ever gay, she would like disown them and kick them out the house. But like me and a lot of other people in our social groups kind of already got that vibe that she is, you know, but I don't know. I haven't met her I haven't seen her in a very long time, but that's just the vibe that we got back in the day, that she might be, you know, bisexual or whatever. But I don't know. And that's why I kind of, even sometimes I kind of got the vibe a little fucked up because I'm into girls and sometimes she would give me a vibe and I would just be like, what? Especially because she was so like, you know, anti-gay. But that's not even about the brownie story. I'm just trying to give you guys some context because this is going to be a short ass story anyway. When she was like, if you would like, I can bring you the brownies to school or whatever, and we could just take the brownies in school. Nobody's gonna even know we're high because, you know, it's just gonna be a brownie. We're not gonna have red eyes and stuff like that. And she was like, it'll last, it's not gonna last all day or some shit like that. So I was like, okay, cool. So the next day she brings the brownies to school, y'all, and like she opens the Ziploc bag and she's like, don't
take a whole brownie, just take half of the brownie. And
the brownies were probably like this big. And she was like, just take half of the brownie. And I was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, sure. So I took half of the brownie. First period is over and I didn't feel nothing. And our classes were maybe like an hour and a half long. I was like, yeah, I didn't even feel anything. Like, I don't think it's working.
Yeah, me neither. Let's take our other half.
So we took our other half. So we took a full brownie each, okay? And I think she was also selling the rest of them, y'all. Like, she was on some shit. She was selling the rest of them at school, so.
I'm going to jail!
Out of nowhere in second period, I'm just chilling. And then out of nowhere, I just feel weird. And I'm just like, but like not like high, but like sick. Like something's not right in my stomach. Like I need to throw up or something. I was just feeling real weird and shit wasn't gravy. And I was just like, I don't know what's wrong with me. So I raised my hand and I asked to use the bathroom. And I went to the bathroom and like, I was like, do I have to shit? Like, what is going on? So I sat in the bathroom for a little bit, waited for my stomach to normalize, and I was like, maybe I need some water. What I did was, second period, they did first lunch. We had 3 different lunches that came in waves. We had A lunch, B lunch, C lunch. So A lunch was going on right now. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just go sneak over there and buy a water. Buy a water or something. So I snuck over there and I bought a water, and then I came back into class. Of course my teacher was side-eyeing me because I had a water bottle, but I needed some water. I don't know if maybe that was some high shit, I'm not sure, but I just did not feel good. Like I just didn't feel good at all. And you know, it's time for us to do our work. I'm drinking my water and I noticed as I'm like writing that my hands feel fuzzy, and I'm like, why do my hands feel fuzzy like this? Like, and it didn't feel fuzzy, it felt fuzzy as if it was asleep, if that makes sense. I don't mean like fuzzy like a teddy bear. Like, no, it felt fuzzy like my hand was asleep. And I'm just like, what is going on here? So, you know, I'm ignoring it and I'm still writing or whatever. But then I started getting really tired and I'm like, why am I getting all these weird ass symptoms? But mind you, like I hadn't even been smoking for that long, so I don't know. But I was just like, why am I getting these weird ass fucking symptoms? Like, I've never smoked a blunt and had numb hands. Like, what's going on? So next thing I know, I'm over here in my brain thinking about like, why is this? Why is that? Why is this? Next thing you know, my teacher's like,
all right guys, take out your your books. We're gonna go to chapter XYZ.
And I'm just like, wait, but I'm not even done with what I was doing. Like, what is going on? So I'm like, okay, Naja, you're high. You're high, dude. You need to keep it the fuck together, okay, bitch? You need to keep it the fuck together. So, you know, we take out our books, and I will remember till this day, we were reading a excerpt from Romeo and Juliet, and it was the last scene, right? So we were doing popcorn reading, and thank Jesus, Allah, Buddha, all of them, that it did not land on me by the end of the script. So after that, my teacher was like,
now we're gonna watch a movie. We're gonna watch the old Romeo and Juliet, and then we're gonna watch the new one with Leonardo DiCaprio, and then we're gonna write a paper to compare it, or whatever
the fuck the assignment was, right? So she turned the lights off. Unbeknownst to me, okay, because I thought I was high and I was imagining this whole thing. There was this girl in my class, there were these two girls, and they were like these two scene kids or whatever, and by the time that I was a sophomore in high school, being seen was dead, okay? It was very dead, but they wanted to grasp onto life of being scene kids. One of them had done triple C's, okay? Unbeknownst to me, I don't know that I'm not the only one in class that's high, okay? But this bitch is high on something way different. This girl stands up and she stumbles and she smacks into the whiteboard and holds onto it. And I'm like, am I high? Like, am I tripping? Am I really envisioning a girl standing up and slapping into the whiteboard? Like, am I dumb? Like, what's going on? And so I immediately start looking around to see if anybody else is seeing what I'm seeing, and the whole class is just like, I'm like, okay, I'm not high. Like, this is happening in real life. Then the girl leans herself off, puts her hand on the door, grabs it, opens the door, and then just like stumbles out like that. And my teacher was looking like, so my desk was like in the row by the teacher's desk, but I was not like on her shit. So one of the scene girls who was friends with the girls who just was on triple C's, like fucking falling all over the fucking place, she walked up to the teacher's desk and she was like,
hey, you know, my friend, she just got back from the dentist, so she's a little loopy right now. I just want to let you know.
And my teacher was just looking at her like,
Bitch, I know you fucking lied. I know you fucking lied.
I'm over here just like, okay, awesome. There's a girl in here who is high. And this is so bad to think, but I was like, awesome. There's a girl in here who is more high than I am. So if I freak out, it's not gonna be as bad as what just happened, bitch, because that was fucking bad. And guys, please don't do triple C's. I don't give a fuck. That's just not cute. It's really not. Don't do that shit. It's not cute. You end up one of my friends, well, my old friends, actually ended up shitting himself on that shit. It's not cute. Don't do it, okay? After that girl is out the room, I can't even focus on the movie because I'm seeing Leonardo DiCaprio. He got a bright ass shirt on, and I'm just like, yo, are the patterns dancing on this man's shirt? Like, so I'm over here giggling at my desk at shit that's not funny, and the class is quiet, so I'm just over here like,
Naja, can you please quiet down, please? We're trying to watch the movie.
Shit, I didn't even know I was being that loud.
A few minutes later.
My teacher gave me a look. How you could feel somebody looking at you, so I'm just like, the girl that's on triple C's ends up coming back from the bathroom, right? And I only know she was on triple C's because the dude from my neighborhood was the one who bought the triple C's for the girl and told me, because we were all in the same class, and he told me that the girl was on triple C's. So, which is like, girl, why would you do that and come to school? Like, what is wrong with you? Why would you do that, period? But why would you do that and go to school? Like, if any of y'all know what that is, like, you know how much of a dumbass thing that, like, what the fuck? So, the girl is at the door with her arm on the glass wall and just like this. I know this is not funny, but like, I was high off the brownie, so my ass is just like. My teacher was like,
Naja, that's not funny.
and I was like, oh my god, bitch, you're in real life, stop. So the teacher ran up to the door, she opened the door, and the girl like kind of came in, and my teacher was like, you need to go to the nurse and go lay down, okay? Or you can go lay down in the pod, but I really suggest going to the nurse. The girl didn't even talk. Goes to the fucking pod and goes to sleep on the couch in the pod. And then my teacher came up to the girl who went up to her desk before and was like,
look, after this class, I'm really gonna need you to take her to the nurse because she shouldn't even her parents shouldn't even have took her to school like this.
and I'm just like, Miss Ma'am, now I know you're not that dumb to the point where you think that she really came to school after going to the dentist. Like, Miss Ma'am, come on. So, you know, finally that class is over and it's time for me to actually go to lunch. And I met up with Madison and I told her, I was just like, yo, I can't take this at school anymore. Like, I'm too high. I'm laughing at people's patterns on shirts. I'm laughing at other high people walking around. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't even write. My hand is going numb. Like, I can't feel my eyelashes. Like,
don't worry, I won't give it to you anymore if you're gonna trip like this. Like, I'm not gonna have you at school tripping, blah, blah, blah. And I was
like, yeah, whatever. That shit didn't wear off until like the end of third period. Like, to be honest, it did not wear off. And when it did wear off, when I tell y'all, I put my head on my desk and I went to fucking sleep. And it was a hard sleep to the point where when it was time for fourth period, my teacher went on my desk and I get up, there's nobody in the classroom.
Class is over and don't ask anybody for no notes.
Okay, sir, sorry, sir. So yeah, that is the crazy ass first time that I did pot brownies. I did do pot brownies again after that, but not until I was like maybe 19 or so. But yeah, look. I will admit though, like if I were to consume weed again, it would definitely be edibles. I know that story may sound crazy and everything, it's scary, it may make you be like, well, why the fuck would you want to do that? But I don't know, just from my experience, I really did like consuming edibles more than the act of smoking. So if I ever were to go back to weed in the future, that's probably the route that I would take. But yeah, let me know. Have you guys ever had a crazy ass experience on brownies? Let me know in the comments below. Have you ever been fucked up somewhere else just to find out that somebody else is way more fucked up than you at that space and makes you calm your ass down? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.